in here, and it's and usually it's not flat, but I think there's a lot of reasons to get it flat if at all possible. Like if you have a tomato house and you're gonna like be bringing out 40,000 pounds of tomatoes out of that house, walking uphill with that crop, that might wear on you over time. And a couple of years later, you probably should have spent that $1,000 in extra site work to get it level. And then also irrigation, if you're using drip irrigation and you're headed downhill, like naturally that downhill, like once you fill the drip tubes up and then you turn the irrigation off, like it all is going to, whatever's in those tubes is always going to head towards the downhill. So you get some uneven irrigation that way too.
Yeah.
So I think I would not underestimate trying to get your site level as much as possible.
Typically, as an installer, we would like to see something within that 1.5% to 2%. So if you're putting up a 100-foot house, the difference in elevation from the front to the back, anywhere from 1.5 to 2 feet. That seems to be workable because we consider a couple of things when you're dealing with unlevel areas. One of those is wind load, and the other is snow load. So if we're already going downhill and we're experiencing high winds, we've already got basically 2 strikes against us because the structure wants to go downhill, and now we're pushing it with a 30, 40 or more mile-an-hour wind. So it can be difficult even in the best circumstances. And secondly, when it's unlevel left to right, we always recommend that the structure be installed level left to right. Now, that may mean that the site is not level left to right. It may require a different ground post, a different baseboard situation. But when you install the greenhouse not level left to right, now none of the engineering of the trusses, anything works as it should with high snow load. So we always recommend level left to right, and then, like I said, about 1.5 to 2% max on the slope.